What is up? What is up, YouTube? I have been following this story, man, and about Dave, and Jaguar Wright is speaking on it, man. Jaguar Wright speaks on Dave and grooming in the industry. D4VD. Dave for D. I don't know how that. I don't know what that makes. Hey, anyway, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's get into this. Let's see what Jaguar have to say about this Dave person. Let's check it out. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, y'all. Oh my gracious. Jaguar Wright be coming with receipts and all kinds of goody stuff, man. So I'm doing great. Really enjoy our time together last week. Thank you again for doing that. It was great. Absolutely awesome. Thank you. Okay. So this guy with the fingernail polish, I guess that's the new thing for the younger generation and everything.
Bullshit.
Anyway, let's see if we got some audio. So far we haven't gotten any audio.
This kid.
Okay, here we go.
I didn't even realize I was muted. This kid.
Okay.
He's gotten pretty radical too.
Wow.
Pretty radical.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, where were we?
I mean, you sitting over there playing that or showing that, but whatever you were saying, because you were muted, I didn't know where you was going with it.
No, what I said is the whole country is radical. This whole country has gotten pretty radical. I think, who is this kid? Well, he is a new artist. I guess that's what you would call him. They're saying he's a singer.
Yeah, they say he's a singer. I ain't heard him sing.
He's a content creator who started dibbling and dabbling in music so he could make his own original music and not have to worry about getting hit with copyright strikes for using other people's music. And apparently he had a knack for it. Put some hits together, I guess, or what kids are calling hits these days, and was recently signed to, I believe, Universal. Now it's interesting because he had a Tesla. And somewhere along the way, his Tesla got abandoned. While he was on tour. And when they found it, there was a decomposed human corpse in it. And this
poor thing, rest in peace,
is the person that they found inside. She was so badly decomposed that they had to,
And this is him. There's a photo with him and the person, and it looks like he groomed. She was well,
G-Room.
14.
G-Room.
I'm sorry, G Room. Yeah, my bad. Brian
Dave
Groom.
don't.
That's what I meant to say. Brian Groom, but G Room. She was 14, 15, and they say he's cooperating. But it's
with
like,
the police,
dude, what's up? You had a shush tattoo on your finger, just like she had. So is that cold? Is that
On their middle
traditionally
finger.
cold? Right.
On the middle finger.
And then we found text messages, or they found deleted, what is it, Discord messages about. You see what it says here? Um, they said, does he have a girlfriend? So yeah, her name is Celeste.
See,
Yeah,
this was
these are
before he started getting deeper into his tattoos because he now has a tattoo right in between his eyes.
Mm.
That's where he started.
yeah. This is
20 years
disgusting.
old. What's a 20-year-old boy doing having any kind of close contact or of any kind of intimate nature with a 15-year-old girl?
Mm.
This is ridiculous. This is disgusting. This guy needs to be.
See, I
Yeah,
see that's kind of radical.
Mm.
yeah. I don't like this story. I don't like when I heard it last week, and I said, "Wait, what?" And there was another uh
His song came
unalive.
out September 7th.
Mm.
Romantic Hama what?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Which was also the birthday of the 15-year-old. Verse 3. What?
Mm.
Oh, hell no! Really? Yeah. I'm. Yeah, he gonna have to get slapped up. That's what's gonna have to happen. Or boy gonna get beat. Gonna have to get beat up.
You know, what's really sad is there was a content creator that was sitting there not long ago talking about how, some girls is about this life. They're not victims.
What? Shout out to
I
Jaguar.
wonder if he would
What
say
a
that
song!
about this girl.
What a song that they're referring
Because
to. It
this
came out
girl is the
3
same age as the girl Nova that he was
years.
talking about when he said that. By the way,
Side note.
guys, we could use another
Side.
250 likes.
Okay,
Come on, stop being cheap.
be quiet.
What you said?
Yeah, I was trying to make a point, make a statement. I said the song that the person was referring to came out 3 years ago. It didn't come out right away. So just FYI, that's all, just to give
Oh,
context.
okay. I was about to say, because that's just some poor taste.
Mm.
But it still doesn't change the fact that it's supposed to allegedly around this girl's birthday. And my thing is, who is singing about taking people's lives and calling it a love song?
Damn.
No, he looks like it looks like a reenactment of Stan, the video. No, he's a
Mm,
weirdo. I hate to say it. The guy's a weirdo. Yeah.
running around with little girls.
Well, yeah, he's like I said, he's a weirdo because he's 20, she's 15.
But
I
allegedly,
told him,
didn't they meet when she was like 13 years old?
well, still, he was 18. I
Yeah, I
was,
know. She was of age
I,
and she was in
I,
junior high.
I told the story when I was 19 and somebody tried to hook me up with a 16-year-old. I said, if you don't get this baby out of my way.
Wow.
Even then, we had some type of, like I said, I was 19. I just turned 19. This girl probably was 16. I was like, no, like we just don't do that. I'm sorry, at least in the black community, I'll say it like that.
I wish
Where,
that were true in all black communities because where
well,
I
no,
grew
you're
up,
right.
it was very
Well,
common. It was
I'm talking
very
about.
common.
Thank you. Thank you, man. Y'all find any reason to play that race card. And it's a lot of I'm looking at these PD files, videos, and it's a lot of black people being caught trying to pick up 13 and 14-year-old kids, girls and boys. What are you talking about, man?
I'm talking
You can't
about
say all
upright,
in any situation.
upstanding black people. I've seen situations where, when I was in high school.
Upstanding white people don't do it either. Upstanding Asian people, Japanese people, Filipino people. I don't know.
Upstanding black communities where it was okay, where it was passed along. And I think that's the thing that people really don't understand, how common these behaviors are and how accepted they are widely.
In all situations, in all races, in all cultures.
Everywhere.
It's really not. I'm gonna put my foot down and say it's not.
Okay.
At least in my community.
I guess the whole East Coast. Then I guess the whole East Coast.
Let me say what I gotta say.
Talk to me.
What I'm saying is, I've seen it where 17, 16-year-old girls were going out with dudes that were like 25 when I was in high school. And, me coming up seeing that, I was like, that's disgusting. That ain't cool. I know more people that thought like me and was like, nah, that ain't cool. So that's why I said, let me say, from what I've seen, and I'm just talking about my perspective, and I'll say overall in our community, it's not acceptable. But you do have some weirdos, just like you got weirdos who do all types of weird stuff.
I'm going to tell you something right now. I know more men who were over the age of 21 who slept with girls under the age of 16 regularly.
And I was brought up in a community where that was not cool. Like I said,
facts.
I was 19.
And I knew plenty of mamas.
I just turned 19. The girl was 16, probably close to 17. And I was still like, nope.
And that's what makes you an upstanding.
My mama would have been like, boy, I'll whoop your ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's the community I came from. As far as these other people, I don't know. It's weird. But back to what this guy, even if he was 18 and she was, 30 or 15, even, nah, that's not acceptable.
None of it
18 and 15 is not acceptable. It doesn't even live up to the Romeo and Juliet statute.
Come on now.
And the Romeo and Juliet statute is 3 years.
Come on now. Talk to me.
So if a guy is 19 and a girl is 16, it's not technically considered stat grape by the Romeo and Juliet standard. But that all depends on jurisdiction, whatever the case may be.
Here we go. That all depends on jurisdiction. Look, check this out. What they're going to try to do is normalize these types of relationships. I hope you know that. That's why I was saying what I was saying. Because they're just trying to normalize if someone's 10 years younger. I think that's on the books. If it's like you're 10 years younger, you can't be charged with, like, they're just trying to come up with all kind of weird policy to protect.
Well, understand this: the more things change, the more they stay the same. If you go back 100 years, 40-year-old men were betting, impregnating, and marrying 13-year-old girls, 14-year-old girls. Like, this isn't new. This has been going on forever. It was outlawed. And it's looking like people want to take it back.
Well, the way I look at it,
people want to walk this back.
The way I look at it, it's like this. Just like they had child labor laws, right? Just like they had slavery, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some things are just not morally right, and it just needs to stay in that area. It's not morally right. They're trying to walk or bring things back.
Mm-hmm.
People need to, step forward. Nope, that ain't cool. This ain't cool. Kids
See, this
shouldn't
is
be
the
working
thing.
40 hour weeks. Underage girls shouldn't be, you know, subjected to being with grown men.
So what's up with these messages? Because we're gonna look into this a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that I'm trying to
Yeah,
understand is how are they going to explain his relationship with her? Yeah, Elvis, Jerry Lee Lewis. Yes. I mean, Jerry Lee Lewis married his cousin, and he was a grown man in his 20s. And what, Myra, I believe she was 12 and a half, going on 13. I think she was 14 when she had their first child. I mean, Priscilla Presley said that Elvis waited um, to be with her. I don't know who believes it, but that's what she said. Jimmy Page as well.
Okay.
They all dated little girls.
Which is wrong. Wrong.
They all dated 13, 14, 15-year-old girls. All of them. So I don't, yeah. Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what it was. That's what they were doing. And that's what was allowed. If you look at even Charles Manson, what was her name? Sharon Tate. She was in her teens. She was a teenage girl and she was already starring in movies and moving about like an adult.
Well, even if you notice back then, because that was the 60s, 70s, right? Um,
Roman
the way
Polanski, yeah.
society, the way society was set up, and like someone said it in the chat, the internet wasn't around back then, but the way society was, it was kind of like that was accepted to where for girls about 14, 15, because you got to look at how society was then. Most people maybe got out of high school, didn't go to college. As soon as they got out of high school, they got a real job and they just worked. And that's
Or they
just
got
how it
married.
was. Right. Well,
Girls
same,
got
yeah, same
married.
thing. Family, they start the family at 18, 19, 20. It was different. So these people who were running these elite circles in these societies, that was cool for them. So they would get 14, yeah, 14, 15, 16, and just do what they do. And but these women are not, for the most part, and emotionally mature enough. It's a lot. It's a lot. But back then it
No,
was a little bit different, I think, because people.
nobody cared about a woman's emotions back then. They cared about her ability to bear children and to please
Wow.
and to keep house.
Mm.
Nobody cared about a woman's emotions. You know, that's just that's just what it was. That's what it was. It's funny.
Mm.
Look at how far we've come and look at how fast people are trying to run back.
Mm.
Guys, don't forget to keep hitting that like.
Yeah,
So
make sure I hit the like button.
we got him in pictures with this girl. We got
Yeah.
him
Hit the thumbs up.
texting this girl. What is this on Discord?
Mm.
Yeah, these are Discord messages. But
They share a
that
tattoo.
was someone messaging and saying that that's his girlfriend's name. And then when they released the name today, I think the mother was in contact, and they didn't want to release the young lady's name until the mother was contacted. And then all of a sudden, the floodgates. Everybody's I think he know he's guilty. He's he stopped one of his shows. I think he has a show in San Francisco tonight or tomorrow. And he has one at the Greek Theater in LA. He's supposedly cooperating with the ones. I think they gonna bring him in. He's got it. Yeah, it's crazy. It's
No, this is
uh,
scheduled to move to Europe beginning in October 25th. You want to know what's sad?
What's sad? What
that
is
ain't
sad?
October is right around the corner. October is
that
right
ain't
around the corner. He was about to be out of the country.
Mm.
that
He was
car that
about to
that
be out
Tesla
of the country. And
that
guess what?
Tesla.
But you got to come back though.
Maybe they setting them up. I don't know because it's like why would the Tesla be parked on the street if he had people he could have easily just kept the Tesla on a property like I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird, but it's sad. I feel bad for the lady, the mother, the girl, because when they were like they
See, I
described the
got a
body.
theory on that.
What's your theory?
I don't know if they've actually figured out TOD, time of death, yet. Um, like they said, if I remember the reports correctly, she had been dismembered.
Yeah,
Mm.
She was
and
dismembered
that's what I was going to say when I first heard it.
and
They
wrapped in
said
a plastic bag.
when they said it had to been about 71 pounds. I said that's not a grown woman.
71 pounds. She weighed 71
71
pounds.
pounds. That's a baby.
Um, Understand this.
Mm.
And she was so badly decomposed that it took them this long to figure out who she is.
Wow.
She was found, what, like a couple weeks ago?
Uh,
Her
yeah, I think
remains were
so.
found in their car. It's been a few weeks.
Yeah, and they said it was just out there on the street. They had towed the car.
So this is the
People were
thing.
walking by. People were walking by, and it smelled like yeah, like that's why I was like it's weird.
No, but this is the thing. He had a
Mm.
tour scheduled.
I
Mm.
know.
And what I would not be surprised is if her demise happened before he went out on tour and there it was just decided to dismember her, put her in a bag, and then give the keys to somebody else and pay them to hold on to the car and get rid of it to give him time to get away.
Mm. That could have happened.
Allegedly. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying this is real. I'm not saying this is true.
Mm.
Well, I think let's
But
not
I
speculate.
would not be surprised. This is the speculation. That's it. I'm saying allegedly. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. I'm saying
Mm.
if you pass the car off to somebody to hold it for a while to give him a chance to be on tour and then tell them to get rid of it at a later date, maybe somebody just couldn't stomach it. Maybe somebody just decided, I don't want anything to do with this, and then
Mm.
just abandoned the car.
Yeah, could be. Could
Because you got to
be.
be pretty hardcore to be okay with moving the remains of a dismembered teenage girl around. You got to be pretty hardcore for that.
Crazy.
But the simple fact, see, I wouldn't be thinking this way if there wasn't a shared tattoo, if there wasn't a picture with this girl, if he wasn't 18 and she was 13 when they first got involved. I wouldn't be thinking this way. Shh, a shush tattoo. They
That
That's
shared.
Grooming.
That's sick.
Grooming.
That's sick.
a lot of people got that
It's
tattoo
bride and
though.
groom.
Man.
And now she's gone. And she was missing for a year. I wonder how long she had been in his company
Yeah,
before her
she went
demise.
2024. I should have pulled. I was trying to get
Because
the
she's been
ACB.
missing for a year.
Yeah,
So where was she?
with him,
But
likely.
see, if he's an artist and he's got money, yeah, she was reported missing by her family, missing for a year since 2024. Oh, I hope to God not, Miss Helena. I hope to God not.
Whoa. Mm.
Maybe she OD'd. Maybe they had a fight. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see what the coroner says about the full findings of what happened to her. But for him to go out on tour and his little best kept secret be found decomposed,
Mm.
badly decomposed,
That's
in
crazy.
his car that was left abandoned.
That's crazy.
If I had to bet, or if I was asked to guess, something happened to her right before he went on tour. I'm not saying he's the one that separated her and put her in that bag. But he might ask somebody to hold on to that car for a while and give him a chance to get on tour so he wouldn't be speculated in her demise. And then get rid of the car. It's a hell of a head start. And he had a European leg. There's no extradition from France. He had a tour date in France. He could have parked his ass right there in France and said, I'm moving here. I'm about to go into the studio, record my next album. I got an apartment here. This is where I live now. And the United States would not have been able to make him come back. What the hell is wrong with these kids, man?
Mm.
And meanwhile, you got content creators sitting here online having a beef war, running up the numbers for content, arguing about the content being made about another 15-year-old girl who allegedly was one of the victims who was being teleported around in the Hoover Rico. And ain't nobody.
Yeah, if nobody's talking about arresting Adam 16 or Mark from Soft White Underbelly. Oh, Mark from Soft White Underbelly has gone the Vlad route. He had a blind, uh, I'll say, shooker, right? Or
A,
prosti, right? He had a
he had a
blind
blind
ex
one.
worker. He had an interview with a blind ex worker talking about how she and I didn't see the interview, y'all. I just saw an excerpt of it, and I said, "This guy is ridiculous. This guy is sick." I told y'all what the streets say about him, but he had the blind escort. Let's just say that.
8 to 80, blind, crippling,
Talking
crazy.
about, literally
I used to say
talking
that.
about how
I used to say that a lot. I take them from 8 to 80, blind, cripple, or crazy. But because of today's world, I had to stop saying that because I actually it's a joke, and I don't take them from 8 to 80. I take them from 18 to 80, blind, cripple, or crazy. How about that? 18. I take them from 18 to 80. Here we go, man.
she got gypped because somebody gave her a $5 bill. Like, it's sad. It's freaking sad. That's why I say he's going like the Vlad route. Then he had another um, person who was ex working. She had to pay her mom's debt. I think she was like said she was like 10 or 11 years old, and somebody made her pay her mom's debt by going out on Fig, and she like it's. I said, okay, this guy is a piece of work. He's literally it's turning into Vlad.
Mm.
It's no, y'all. Look, I'm not lying. This guy, like, if no one's calling to have this guy investigated, because that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. To be honest, it's sad. It's sick. Like I said, the streets say this guy is possibly undercover,
What
or
I
the streets
can't
also say he's
stand
tricked.
What I can't stand about all of this is that content creators think that beefing back and forth with each other and using this for a content war to create engagement and to run the numbers up so they can make money, and nobody's doing anything to help this little girl. By the way, what is this victim, David's victim? What is her name? So, because someone said,
Celeste,
rest in
yeah,
peace, little girl.
Celeste, Rivera, I believe. Yeah,
Celeste Rivera.
hmm I believe that's it. Yeah,
What happens if Nova ends up like her?
right,
Mm.
right.
The simple fact that there's somebody that runs around with the no jumper crew talking about, well, some little girls are just fast. Some little girls they want to be in the lifestyle, and I'm
If a little girl is fast, that don't mean you gotta help her get that speed up. If she's fast, that don't mean as an adult you supposed to back away, man. Real talk.
He need his ass whooped. And yeah,
and
I
then
said
said,
it.
I'm a girl dad, basically saying that
He's
he
a
is the
weirdo.
father of a
A
girl,
girl. He's a
but
weirdo.
you think this little girl, Nova. Meanwhile, they wanted to discuss whether or not she had been she had been teleported or moved around, as we would say, traffic
Well,
stuck
the
in
the street
traffic. If she had
the
been
street
stuck in
is saying,
traffic in a traffic jam, that's what
well,
we'll
listen,
call it. Had
the
she been
streets are
traffic jammed?
Mm, mm, mm.
And rather than trying to get that little girl some help, they want to all sit and go back and forth with each other and create engagement and go back and forth, and no jumper going after this one, going after that one, going after her, going after him, going after her, going after him. And apparently 15-year-old little girls are losing their lives
Mm.
in these streets.
crazy in these streets.
Well, what I was trying to say, but I don't know if you even heard me. I was basically saying the streets are saying some blood members is saying that the little girl belongs to the streets. It's on Spider channel.
She
Came out
belongs
today.
to the streets, huh?
They all need their ass whooped. How about that?
She belongs to God.
That's what happened. They all need their ass whooped.
Traumatized, monetized.
Mm.
We're gonna do a little more checking into this though, into Celeste's story. And y'all, let's keep Nova in our prayers. And I don't know, I might have to. I might.
$21,408 in total.
My bad. My bad, y'all.
Oh, what was the last name I said for the
Shoot.
girls? Celeste Hernandez, right? That's what I said.
I thought you said Rivera.
No, it's
Go on in the comments.
Hernandez.
I think
Celeste Hernandez.
her mom. I was looking up her mom. Her mom's not a Hernandez. I'm not gonna say that. I mean, yeah, it's Hernandez, so that's her name.
But for content to creators to be going back and forth, and now we hear this news about this girl. Hernandez. Her last name is Hernandez.
Yeah, just a lot. See, the thing is this is what I'm saying. A lot of these dudes need their ass whooped. Let's just say it like that. See, we started out with talking about what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. Dudes in certain families or certain communities, you know, making things acceptable. Things like this. And the girl, nah, this is not acceptable at all. I'm not the one to be on some, oh yeah, they fast, so they nah. And if you
Children
have
aren't
that type of
fast.
thinking, you need to ask
Adults
for it.
are slow to care.
What? Wow.
Children
If
aren't
you had that,
fast.
if you
Adults
had
are
that
slow
mindset,
to care.
if you had that mindset, you need your ass whooped. That's what I'll say. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Louisiana just passed a law that allows anyone uh, convicted of the, you know, child, Uncle Lester, they will be castrated, physically castrated. I think that should just, they should start really here in California with that. I think that would,
True.
yeah.
You know how much money the state would lose, allegedly?
Why would they lose money?
Because allegedly California makes a lot of money off of children being harmed, allegedly.
Well,
Damn. Don't
I'm
say
going to look
that.
into this law that's going on in Louisiana. I think we need to put it on the books here. It
Don't
needs to
say
be put
that.
on the books everywhere, especially since people don't want to come out and talk about this Epstein stuff like how it is. We just need to just say, all right, this is what we're going to do.
I'm telling
And
you,
we
it
ain't going
was
to worry
really
about
weird looking at that hearing with Cash and them asking him about the Epstein files and just watching him squirm out of answering. And it's crazy because he was literally obsessed with the Epstein case. Like, part of the reason why everyone was happy that he got appointed was because they believed that there was no way he wasn't going to
Release the
get
files.
to the bottom of it. Like he was.
But the part that kills me is
That's a hurt piece, man.
he's not going to
A
release the
lot of people
files
were believing in him. A lot of people.
because
Like
his name is on the files,
him being
bruh.
appointed, for them to. And for me, when I first heard about it, I'm like, well, maybe this isn't such a bad idea, because people in politics might be biased as to get us the real findings. But to have someone who's from the private sector to be put in this position, who had great public interest in making sure that we got to the bottom of it. And then he's just like, you're obsessed with this. So you used to be. Like,
yeah, that's true. You guys are obsessed with this. That's old news.
You know, it just,
that's what he said.
I've never ceased to be amazed. But what I will say is, whether it's the industry, whether it's politics, you infuse that power and people just get corrupted. Because it speaks to nothing else but. It speaks to nothing else but. I really thought that reaching outside of normal political circles and bringing someone who was supposed to be a true believer, and yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just like spitting in Virginia Guthrie's face.
That's crazy. Crazy, man.
She's probably turning over her grave right now. But it's this is just kind of like the world we're living in. Please don't forget to hit the like.
Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.